A very good evening and welcome to the Family Hour. Thank you very much for joining in, and please take a very good note of our change in the day. We've been hosting this show on Friday, but from today and onwards, it will be airing every Thursday at 9 p.m. Take very good notes of that and tell a friend to tell a friend. My beautiful name is Claire Bwenje, the world's favorite host. Thank you very much for joining in, and in case you are new here, this is your space. Today we are discussing an amazing topic. I know every parent out there would love to listen to this show. We are discussing uplifting boy-child empowerment. And to discuss this amazing topic is none other than Mr. Ayebare Nicholas, who is the director, Galax Boy Child Empowerment. This show definitely is in partnership with Life Ministry Uganda. Check them out on the website or social media platforms. Without any further ado, allow me bring to you our guest who's already in the studio, and definitely we will be glad to hear from him. Join me, welcome him. You're most welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, Claire.
Happy to have you on this show.
Happy to have you too.
Wow.
Good evening, viewers, and I want to take this great opportunity to thank Family TV, to thank the organization, to thank you, our host. For thinking about this big program. It's indeed a great opportunity for us, for the country and the church, so that we can talk about the family, so that we can talk about the children, and more especially the boy children that has been neglected. So I really appreciate you for having taken up this. We really need this.
All right. I'm actually very excited. One, that we are talking about boy child, because it's been heard everywhere how the boy child is a little bit neglected. If you're to counsel, usually they counsel girls. If they are to bring them in a circle, they are talking about girls. Then what leaves really? Where do we leave the boy child? So it really overjoys me seeing that you have a whole organization doing that, empowering boy child, which is really good, and I enjoy that. And also, not to go without mentioning that you are the first guest I'm hosting on a Thursday. We've been doing this show on Fridays, so it's also, I think, a very good thing to know.
I'm just blessed.
Yes, it's such a huge blessing.
Yeah, sure.
So this topic, and then really this one is very God sent. So we appreciate that. So we will quickly go straight into this show. What inspired you really to do what you're doing?
What inspired us is the challenges we saw boys passing through. Before, when we were starting this organization, it was around COVID time. That's when most of the challenges that were shown. If you remember very well, in COVID time, that's when we had the high crime rate. If you remember very well, in COVID time, that's when we had a line of boys that were shown on TV doing homosexuality. That's when we had drug addiction. So we looked at those challenges. We thought, how best can we resolve this? How can we help our community? So we said, no, let's come up with something. Maybe it will help. So we started up an organization called Galax Boy Child Empowerment. We registered it. We started right away through counseling, mentorship. We have education programs. So we started getting those boys and empowering them in very many aspects of life, so that they can be better men, so that they can also know their value. So that's what inspired us to make sure that we resolve the other problems I've talked about. Many problems that showcased then. Jobless, even boys are prostitutes, if you didn't know that. So we have boys who are prostitutes, and it is putting them on their lives on danger. So we thought that maybe we can be change makers. So that's why we came up with that initiative.
All right. And really, I want to thank you very much for thinking in that direction. But maybe if I could get it from you, did at some point, maybe the way you have been raised or the people that you've been, raised with, did that really maybe also inspire you to do something like that? Or it just typically came from what you saw during COVID time?
For us, we are solving the situation. We are solving the problems that we saw. Because it's not about me alone. By the way, we are 3 vision bearers, meaning that we all looked at the community. Where are we heading? Where is the family tomorrow if this one is happening? If you go in records, by the way, we have very many boys who are in prison. It's a number of them if compared to girls. It's a number of boys that are in psycho hospitals. So we looked at that. We looked at where is the family tomorrow without a man? Where is the community without a man? Where is the church without a man? So we said, no, let's come and maybe talk about these challenges, look for the solution. You never know. 10 years to come, 5 years to come, we will be having some men that are there for others, that are there for the church, that are there for the community, that are there for their families, that are there for their children, and even the rest, even for themselves.
Exactly.
Sure.
Wow, thank you very much, Nicholas. And really, I appreciate, because that it takes a very big heart. So how is it faring now? How did the community receive it? How did really the world receive it?
Yeah, for the community, I believe they received it, though, they still have that gender equality, looking at the other side being the victims. But
it will always be like that.
But hopefully they will also understand, because we have tried sharing our experience, shown them the research that we have made, and they gradually are coming on our side. So they will understand that the boy child needs help, the boy child needs counseling, the boy child needs education, the boy child needs everything that the other gender also needs. So we are also human beings.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Sure.
Really. How do you think boy child empowerment can benefit the society?
The boy child empowerment can benefit the society in very many ways, but I will highlight a few. Of course, I may not exhaust all, but of course, those boys that you see, they are very strong. Whenever they touch on anything in a community, it is a positive, as long as they are on the other positive side of you. So we need to also only to show them the way. Stealing is not the option. You can work, you can earn in a respective way. So we just need to show them the way, then the rest will work on by itself. If this boy is educated, we shall have lawyers, we shall have doctors. If these boys are educated, we shall have the low crime rates. We shall have, because these boys, if they know their worth, they will not impregnate our girls.
Oh yeah.
They will not infect our girls with HIV. So we need to show them the way, then the rest will automatically work by itself. We need to sensitize them. The dangers of homosexuality, the dangers of stealing, of crime. So we need to sensitize them. We show them that, this is not the way, this is the way. So the rest will be easy.
Exactly. It calls for involvement by showing them this is wrong and this is right.
Sure.
So this is the way, take this. It's actually possible. You can work hard and get the money that you want. You can work hard and live the life you want. So really what you're talking about is very important.
It's just a matter of showing them the way. After showing, they be responsible. You show them how responsible they should be. Then the rest will be easy. They will know that, hey, if I impregnate a woman, I'm responsible. I'm a man. I have to stand as a man and take care of this girl and my child. So we need to bring these boys on board. We show them the way. We show them the other positive side of life.
Oh yeah, but we pray it doesn't get to the extent of them impregnating someone.
We of course.
They should abstain and keep themselves.
Of course.
Really, yeah. So thank you very much, Nicholas. And what strategies can parents and caregivers use to empower boy child?
Yeah, for the parents and guardians, I just want to tell you that communication is the key. If you don't communicate with your boys, then they will go astray. You need to communicate to them. You need to know their friends. Who is the friend to your boy? Then what are his circles? Where does he go after school? What's his favorite sport or music or any activity? If there is anything that he's doing it through that. So the best strategy would be communicating to your boys. Know their challenges. Talk to them. Share with them your experience. Show them the dangers of the other side, the negative side. Let it be prostitution, let it be crime, let it be... you talk to them. When they are talked to, they will understand. We have left these boys for schools. But schools will not exhaust everything. They will always leave a gap. And we as parents and guardians, we need to fill those gaps. We make sure that we stand in, we pray our Lord as parents. We communicate to our boys. We know exactly what's there. If my boy is befriending someone, what is connecting them? Is it sport? Is it music? Is it books? If it's not the other side of or the other positive side, then it must be in the negative side. It must be either crime, it must be marijuana. So if you're not understanding the dynamics there, then you're not parenting. You need to talk to your boys so that you understand their challenges and know how to resolve them. That's the strategy that I can give the parents.
It calls for intentionality, it calls for presence. You have to be there, build a relationship with them so that you're able to communicate intimately. They're able to open up to you.
Sure.
But sometimes I hear parents say, when we tell our children maybe about the negative side of life, probably you tell them about maybe you open their mind towards that, and before you know it, they are doing exactly what you told them. I don't know what's your take on that. I don't know if you've heard of that.
I've heard about it, but I want to tell you that if you don't talk to him, he'll get someone who to talk to him, and you never know what that person is telling him.
Exactly.
You need to tell him, and it is just understanding the other side, the negative side, and the positive side. You show him, if you do this, these are the results. But we have tended to leave these boys as mafias, that they are strong in every situation. Even if a boy comes to you crying, you have to. Why do you cry? But this person has been hurt. This guy has fresh and blood. So we need to also talk to them. What has happened to you? I wanted this, but I failed to get it. Yeah. You can get it, but not that speed. There is the way you can communicate to him. You and your boy, with your resources, you know how best you can talk. You talk to him. So not these boys to be strong in the situation. No. They can be strong, but being strong, it needs also you to comfort them.
I like that. And really, as you were sharing, I was just reminded of this, how, some parents, maybe, just to be exact, how fathers say, I was nurtured like this, so you should also be like this. We went to this, so you should also go to this, stuff like that, parenting the way you were parented. You mentioned something very interesting of boys don't cry. Boys must be strong. But then, so you go and hustle, you're a boy, go on.
As parents' life at school and their life at school. As parents' life at school and their life at school. Showing the parents that for us, we can now put on shows. Find it on social media.
Mr. Google.
So what we need to do, find it on social media.
Mr. Google.
So what we need to do, TikTok has taken everything. Every person has a TikTok on his phone. Even a 17-year-old child has it. So what we need to do, it is to communicate to our boys. Not only boys, by the way, even girls. It's not about, for us in Galaxy Boy Child Empowerment, we believe in empowering the boys, we are empowering the girls indirectly.
Yeah, definitely.
So we are empowering the head of the family. We are empowering the backbone of the family, of the community, and of the country. So we believe if we talk to these children, that's when we shall be parenting. So my main issue here is communication. Communication is the key to every, it is the only strategy that I can give to parents and guardians out there who are looking for the way.
Thank you very much, Nico. And even when you emphasize communication, really, I think it all begins with that communication. Speaking what is in your heart, and also speaking what you would want the other person to hear. So how you would want them to grow. Common challenges boy children face in your community.
Common challenges, the way I've talked, but of which it has already existed. So these boys are facing challenges too, but it has, so a lot of challenges that has come up. The drug addiction. Whenever he's stressed, maybe he has not gotten 100,000 in his pocket, he's resorting to some, have completely divorced. Some of these are not settled anymore. So challenges come in very many ways.
I know. And that's actually very, very, very sad, especially when you talk about peer pressure, how really people will tell them, boys, maybe you're like that, others you find like, and even in offices now it's happening.
Yeah.
Top managers, those are men. I'm sorry, women, and then men are just there. Even when you go to families now, women are the ones paying school fees. They're the ones providing, because they have told them, women will work. It's women, and then for them they're just right there behind, and they don't know how to the boy child. It's very important.
Take an example of the government. In the government structures, you will find we have many women MPs or councillors or in leadership than men.
Oh, no.
Even if you got top jobs in institutions, that's the challenge. That
quite sad. Nicholas, let's take a very, very short break, and then we'll turn just in a bit. Dear viewer, we are taking a very short break, but this show returns in just a bit. Don't change the station. Welcome back from that short break. And in case you've just joined in, this is the Family Hour here under the theme of parenting. We are in for the second half, and today we are talking about uplifting boy-child empowerment. It's such an amazing topic, and of course, discussing this is none other than Ayebare Nicholas, who's doing us a very, very great job. He is the director, Galaxy Boy Child Empowerment. Before we went off the break, he was really sharing with us, and something that really caught my attention is how really the boy children in our society are not given much attention. So as parents, as caregivers, as educators, as the community, as everyone out there, it's now a wake-up call to us to wake up and really support and mentor the boy child, because they are the future fathers. They are the nation, really. They are the future fathers. They are the priests in homes. So parenting a boy child, nurturing a boy child, you're indirectly taking care of a boy because of a girl, because he is going to be the best husband to your girls. Thank you very much, and I'll get back to you, Nicholas. Back to you. How can we work together to create a more supportive environment for boy children?
Yeah, I would like to take this opportunity with that question to call upon every institution, let it be the government, let it be the church, let it be the community leadership, let it be the mosque, let it be the business community, anyone that can give a hand. Please, this is the time to help a boy child. Whenever you see any organization there that needs help, please do. Let it be cash or kind. You help, because this is the backbone of the community. We having a positive or a vibrant boy is having the future for the country. On an individual basis, I will still say that talk to boys. Then, when we are growing up, we used to have those community people that we used to talk to us. You know, you don't need to see someone doing something bad and you keep quiet. No, talk to him. Talk to him. You are chairman LC5. You have passed on a gang of boys. Why don't you talk to them? Why do you have to wait for them to first do a crime? You summon them. Why don't you talk to them before that? So let's all join hands, sensitize, educate, empower, promote these boys. So I really urge everyone to join hands and empower a boy child in any way you can. It can be communicating, you do. It can be donating, you do. In any way you can, because this needs urgent attention. The boy child in Uganda needs urgent attention. If you're a parent at home, talk to him, talk to your boys. And if you don't have boys, talk to the boys in the community. Talk to them, show them the dangers of crime, show them the dangers of homosexuality, show them the dangers of drug addiction. Show them everything, because if you don't talk to them, they will get them on the social media, and you never know how they take them, how they pursue the information, and how they are ready to implement. Yeah.
Wow, thank you very much, Nicholas. As you were sharing, something popped real quick in my mind. Someone just mentioned to me days ago that, some boys, or if not many boys, behave the way they behave just because they see their parents. We are their fathers, to be exact. We are in a society or in an era where you find fathers are very absent. They're real absent in really this parenting journey. not because maybe some want, some be working really far, some they want, or due to different reasons everyone has. But it's coming up that also as the boy child, they grow up seeing maybe the absent father, and they have no one, for example, to cry to. When it comes to a girl, they can quickly cry to their mother, they can quickly cry to their friends, which is totally different to a boy. If they don't have a man figure to cry to, sometimes they will leave it inside them. So what's your mind on that, or what's your advice on that?
I really have to thank you for that question, because it's really a very important one. For us as the organization, we have come up for these boys so that we bring better men tomorrow, better fathers tomorrow. Meaning that we are also looking at that problem. It has been there. When you go to VDs, you only see females on VDs. When you go to this graduation for nurseries, you only see ladies there. Even paying school fees at school, you only see a woman crying to the bursar, I'm the father, I'm the dad. Meaning the father's absent. And that is a challenge also. That we need. It's not that they are working far or what, but for us as men, we are just trying to hide the responsibility. We are just trying to hide from the responsibility, so that, because the women have taken over, the women are in front. A woman can go in Nakaselo market, buy something, start selling, getting money, and pay school fees for her children, and start nurturing that child. But still, we need a father figure. A father figure in a family plays a big role, because if he doesn't look up to you, then you look up to someone else who you don't know his character. So, in order to bring up a good and responsible man, please, I urge you fathers, I kindly request, please come on board, come back to families, talk to your sons and daughters, be a father figure, be a father, be a husband to your wife, be there. When you're there, these children will also imitate you. They also understand what you're trying to show them. They will know, they'll feel the love of their father. So I urge you parents, please come back home. Even if you're busy, try. Let them understand that dad is busy, but he tries. So I request you parents, especially men, come back home. Let's talk to our parents. Let's talk to our children. Let's talk to our wives. Let's make a firm and a strong family. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you. And indeed, really, as fathers, we just pray that the Lord will give you the grace, especially to each and everyone that needs it, that you will be able to find a way of balancing, because just like Nico said, everyone needs a father figure. And if they don't get it, they will look for it somewhere. We've seen people who are really trusting wrong people, and the wrong people are doing wrong things with them, or they're using them for wrong things. So as fathers, it's my prayer that the Lord will give us the grace, or give you the grace to be present, because it's really, really important. And back to you, Nico. I have brothers, and really I usually see them battle with stuff. Like, you will see his face, he's actually not well, but you ask, are you okay? Hi, are you okay? He will tell you, I'm fine, I'm okay. But you really see that he's not fine. How can we really encourage the boy child? And I believe it happens to many boys. How can we encourage them to open up, to be vulnerable to others, to open up about their emotions and how they feel, not to really have it for themselves, die in their own misery sometimes? What's your mind on that?
I really say that for our boys, let you not be the victim of every situation. There is always a way. If you're battling with something, speak up. Speak up. That's the manhood I'm talking about now. It's not the manhood of dying in silence. No. I'm talking about the manhood of speaking up something that is hurting you. If there is something that is triggering you, speak to your parents. Why do you have to keep it to yourself? Speak to your sisters. If you have anything they have taken you to police, maybe there is something, speak up. This happened like this, like, as long as you're innocent, the judges or whoever that has power will also look at that. That is in control will also look at that you're innocent, because you will be showing them the innocence. Or if all goes wrong, come to these organizations. Look for any organization for boys. We believe now they have started rising. I may not say that we are the only ones, but I believe there are more other organizations that are coming up for boys. Even if you go to church, now the our beloved Archbishop, has put the flag of the boy child empowerment high. So whenever you go to church, talk to your priest. I'm having such challenge, because that is when it has failed with your parents. That is when it has failed with your family. Come, talk to the community leadership. Come, talk to your church leadership or Islamic leadership. But find a way of communicating. So the way I talked about communication is the way I still say. Boys communicate. Boys talk. Talk in every challenge that you're getting. There's nothing that cannot be resolved. As long as you've not killed someone, even if you have killed someone, we shall see the courts of law where they give you your punishment and it's done. But all I request you is to communicate. Communicate to your family, communicate to your community leadership, communicate to your faith leadership, and everything will be resolved.
Wow, thank you very much, and I really appreciate that. Open up, don't die in your own movie, because nowadays we've seen really people be there and they just die like that because of stress or whatever heavy things that they be battling with. So yeah, the Lord is there to help us. He will really see us through. It doesn't matter what you're going through. We are here to encourage you that give it to God and go to sleep. Well, I really appreciate where we are going, and in our sharing we've really not highlighted about educators, because the boy children spend much time at school, actually really much time, and recent as at school. And I realized that while we were in school, the boys were always the top performers in class. One who's good in math, that's a boy. Good in science, that's a boy. But now it's the opposite in the matter. Prefectorial body, girls leading in all things. So what really is the role of the educators? What can they do?
Leaving alone even the leadership or the performance or any other thing, even the number. Boys are not there. You find girls in every class you go in, you find girls are more than boys.
Oh yeah, that's very sad.
Looking at the statistics of recent of Makerere University, girls were too high, meaning that every time we see this boy going down. So I urge the education community to also look for these boys. But of course, we all know where they are. We all know where they are. Only what we urge the community or the educators or any other. That's why I say that whoever has a hand to help, please do. On any organization that has come up for the boy child, please do. It's not necessarily a Galaxy Boy Child Empowerment. Whenever you see a boy child empowerment organization, please help that organization, because we need these boys. These boys are in custody, are in prison. These boys are in psych hospitals. These boys are outside there on streets.
Very sad.
These boys are just there. They have lost hope, and they have even taken to themselves that they cannot make it. You can find a boy saying that, no, I can't. Now I'm studying for what? When I said I will not get a job. And we are empowering the other girl, and is also in the good office, is being nurtured. She does very good makeup. She sits in a very comfortable office. But this girl needs a man to get married to. But the man is getting married to has lost hope. So we need to bring these boys on board, empower them, so that they can also marry the other girls that are empowered when they are also empowered. So that you can reduce what? Domestic violence, child neglect, so that we can reduce homosexuality. Because we have even gotten that tendency of saying, abasajja twabavaako. A woman can tell you that I can have my child without a man. And even men have resorted not to marry because they don't see peace in the family. There is always a wrangle. Because a woman will never agree to be a woman, to be down on someone that is ignorant. You need also to, because you're earning, you're the one that is earning good money. So why would you submit to someone that is not even adding half of what you earn? So that's what brings up the family wrangles, the family, the divorce. That's it. So we need to empower these boys to make sure that they marry the empowered girls and we make a smooth family. When they are reasoning, they're reasoning together. When they are working, they're working together. Yeah, I always tell my boys that it's no longer that I have to be a man, sit and wait for the woman to do everything, the domestic work. No. For us, we tell our boys, when a woman is washing plates, hold the baby. Because now, these women are now empowered. They also come home when they are tired. So they also need help. They also need your help. So I urge everyone to always bring these boys to, whenever we have the camp for the boys, please come, bring those boys so that they can listen to all these sensitization messages. They can also pick a leaf. Whenever we are having any session, like a boy child organization has put a session for the boys, please always bring those boys, because it's a lot that they will be learning from us. It's a lot that they will be getting from us. And we will be building the family and the nation at large. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you very much, and especially for giving us hope. Really, I appreciate that. I know the viewer out there has really gained. As you were sharing, I just felt like, oh my God, this is actually too much. Like, our boys, I felt like they've been too neglected, and they're like way too far. But as you continued sharing, I see there is hope because we have people like you and your team and the others and their schools and whatever who are doing something with a boy child. And it's my prayer that everyone watching, you be an ambassador for really a boy child empowerment. It's my prayer. And definitely back to you, Nicholas. I would love you to really give us some piece of advice now that you've been in this for a very long time since COVID. What's your special package that you would give the viewer out there before you leave the set?
My special package goes to parents first. For you parents, please talk to your children. Be there. Yeah, you might be busy, but create time. Even the little you can create, they will appreciate it because we know, and they also know that you are a busy person. But the little time you create, you share with them, it is helpful. The other message goes to our boys, please don't always die in silence. Speak up whenever you have a challenge. Look for any organization in your area, or if you fail, Google. Because you have smartphones. Google and know where I can get help. Mm-hmm. The other advice I give it to the community, please, whenever there is an organization that has come to your area, welcome it. It has come for the good work. It has come for the positivity. Please welcome it. Let us work together to make sure that a boy child or any child is being empowered. Mm-hmm. The government, I urge you to also look at these organizations, because these organizations, they tend to build a strong Ugandan. Lastly, I really urge the church and the faith religious organizations, I really request you to always look at these organizations still talk to those boys. Whenever you have any session, talk to them, talk to boys, have those meetings with boys. Church having a meeting with boys, it will help the church to grow, because these boys are vibrant, they are strong to do anything. Politicians, this is the time that you are in high gear. Please tell these boys the right thing, not giving them false hope. Give them giving them 10,000, it won't change their problem, it won't change the situation. But what have you put on table? By the way, I really still urge you the boys, talk to your leaders. What do they offer? Is it about the 10,000 they give you to go hanging their posters? No. Talk to them. Ask them, what's your offer? What do we have as boys or as youth?
Oh yeah.
What do we have on table? What do you have for us? What's your take? So they also communicate. I really thank you for everything. Hope we still have more time?
No, the time.
Okay. I want to thank you and thank Family TV for hosting us and always bringing up the voice of a boy child. We are always excited whenever we are invited to come and talk about the boy child, because for us our voice is one. But when we have you, then our voice goes higher.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we believe that we will have touched many lives. We believe that we will have touched many boys, and in the due course, we shall have a positive Uganda.
Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And the Lord bless you to you, our lovely viewers. A very good night. I'll see you again next Thursday. Same time, same place, but definitely with a different guest. I love you. I love you. I love you. My name is Claire Bwenje, the world's favorite host. Good night.